The Wars of the Diadochi, a series of conflicts fought between 323 and 281 BCE, mark one of the most tumultuous yet fascinating periods in ancient history. These wars were ignited by the unexpected death of Alexander the Great, the young and brilliant conqueror who, within a decade, had carved out one of the largest empires the world had ever seen. Yet, even with all his triumphs, Alexander left behind no clear successor, and his untimely demise at the age of 32 left his empire vulnerable and ripe for chaos. What followed was a scramble for power among his generals, known as the Diadochi, or successors, each driven by ambition and a desire to carve out their own piece of the vast Macedonian Empire. This struggle unfolded over 4 decades, reflecting not only the instability of kingdoms, but also the enduring legacy and allure of Alexander's conquests. At the heart of this epic drama were men like Ptolemy, Seleucus, Lysimachus, Cassander, and Antigonus. Each of these generals had been a trusted lieutenant of Alexander, yet, in the absence of a clear leader, trust quickly dissolved into rivalry. The initial meetings in Babylon, aimed at dividing the empire and maintaining unity, quickly proved futile. Instead of collaboration, the focus shifted to warfare, alliances, and betrayals. Ptolemy was among the first to make a bold move by securing Egypt, transforming the region into a formidable kingdom that would last centuries beyond his death. His strategy revolved not only around military might, but also administrative brilliance, blending Macedonian rule with the rich traditions of ancient Egypt. Meanwhile, Seleucus, whose influence radiated from the east, established the Seleucid Empire, marked by a blend of cultures and a legacy of Hellenistic spread. Antigonus, known for his towering ambitions, sought to reunify Alexander's empire under his rule, a vision that would trigger significant conflicts with his former allies. Famously, this culminated in the Battle of Ipsus in 31 BCE, a decisive clash that saw Antigonus fall, altering the balance of power among the Diadochi. His defeat all but sealed the division of Alexander's empire into distinct kingdoms. Cassander, seizing control of Macedonia and Greece, tried to assert his legitimacy through marriage into the Argead dynasty, but was soon entangled in interminable wars. His rule, like that of many of the Diadochi, was characterized by its ephemeral nature, cast into the annals of history not through lasting peace or unity, but through more conflict and political maneuvering. Despite relentless warfare, the battles of the Diadochi did more than reshuffle the geopolitical map. They laid the groundwork for the Hellenistic world, a fusion of Greek, Egyptian, Persian, and Indian cultures. Cities were founded, spreading Hellenistic influence far and wide. Seleucia, Alexandria, and Antioch became centers of learning and culture. This era, born out of strife, ushered in a time of immense cultural and intellectual prosperity. Yet, amidst the shifts in power and cultural assimilation, the toll of these wars was undeniable. The common people, whose lands had been trampled over repeatedly, endured significant hardship. Cities once vibrant were left in ruins. Military conscription was an omnipresent threat, and for many, the promise of Alexander's grand empire was replaced by the stark reality of a divided and fractured world. The wars of the Diadochi eventually concluded with the rise of new dynasties and the solidification of Hellenistic states. The broad strokes of history paint this period as a time of relentless ambition, but they also reveal an era of profound change and transition. The Diadochi had not only secured their personal fiefdoms, but in pursuing their own legacy, they preserved and extended the legacy of Alexander. In conclusion, the wars of the Diadochi stand as a testament to the impermanence of power and the enduring nature of cultural fusion. They remind us that while empires may wither, the impact of their strife can forge new paths and new beginnings, shaping the world in unforeseen ways. Through the lens of these ancient conflicts, we glimpse the eternal cycle of war and peace, ambition and legacy that has defined human history.